you love Joburg.
One station, 947 loves you.
People can't tell us apart on air usually, so we've decided to let you get to know us a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to be interviewing each other. I'm going to start with you, Greg, but the first question that I really have is...
Are they hard questions?
No, not really, but I just wanted to know...
Am I being marked?
Who's Greg really? In any sense, in the philosophical sense, in the what you see sense, and yeah.
Who am I?
Yeah, like...
Jeez, that's pretty deep.
I thought I'd get it out the way, because I don't want to ask it later. Just start with it.
Who am I?
Yeah.
I'm reasonably happy. I'm the youngest of 4.
Yeah. Good family, eh?
Good family, good girlfriend, good life, good friends. I've had it pretty easy. So who's Greg? Greg is someone who has had a nice life.
Yeah.
I've had a great life.
Okay, and then you said you're the youngest of 4. Tell me about your family.
I was a mistake.
Listen,
nice.
To be honest, I probably also was a mistake. So we equal on that one.
That was revealed at the dinner table once.
Oh, okay.
Which was nice. But I've got 3 awesome siblings. Yeah. My oldest sister is incredible.
Yeah.
She's who I attribute my great taste in music to.
Okay. So that's what she brings for you.
Yeah, no, and she's also she's like the creative one. She's the vibey one.
Okay, she's a teacher.
Yeah,
yes. She went an actress.
Yeah, she went actress. She went to go study at UCT and everything. And then my 2 middle siblings, who are also amazing, are not the creative ones. They both became accountants.
Like your old man.
Yes, okay. Like my father. So they did that, and then so it's almost like the outside, we box them in. Yeah. So the 2 weird ones on the end, and then the 2 normal ones in the middle.
In the middle, okay. And then your parents?
My mom was a teacher, an awesome mom. Did
you say she
everything for me?
She cooks like a beast, and I know this because I've tasted, I think, 2 or 3 out of her meals.
My girlfriend still claims that that she's a better cook than my mother, but. I don't even entertain the idea. I don't.
Okay, at least you're firm about it. It's not like, no, baby, you are. It's you're straight up.
It's like, okay, come on,
babe, just relax. Okay, okay. Your mom's an awesome teacher, good cook,
and then amazing mom. Did everything.
But your mom is kind of like my mom. She was the one that keeps the family.
Yeah,
everyone. She's
the matriarch.
Yeah, yes. And then your old man.
He's a man of. Simple pleasures. No, he's very happy. He's found his retirement to be his best years of his life.
Yeah.
And what's really been cool is when I become an adult, is becoming friends with my parents. Do you know what I mean? And becoming friends with my dad, rather than just be like, oh, he's the big man in the house.
Okay. Now the thing is, I've always chatted to you about this. You come from a happy home, but you're not necessarily a firm believer of marriage. And I've always found the opposite. I found people that are from broken homes are like, no, they don't believe in it. Why is that?
I think marriage is, I say this to the married man, I think marriage is sometimes a little bit antiquated. It's almost a bit, it's like you put a label on something and you're like, well, we're married now, so it has to be kind of thing.
Yeah.
But and like I don't think you have to be married to someone to love them.
But
and there's also lots of structures that come with marriage, which are like a legal structure, a religious structure, and sometimes those things are.
Me and you have spoken about it. I mean, last year I've told you the amount of people that got divorced. It's like it doesn't mean anything anymore.
Oh, but we love a little gossip about a divorce.
Yeah. But you're right. It is. They've put a label on it, and it's like, listen, you wouldn't love Jen any less.
Yeah.
You wouldn't love any less, or you wouldn't love it. Now that you're married, you're not like, oh, I can feel that bit of love that I got.
Oh, it's all changed now. We're married, you know.
Yeah. But you have said that you've now warmed up to the idea, because before you weren't necessarily saying.
Yeah. Well, this is going to sound really bad, but I'll get married because Jennifer will want to.
Yeah, but it makes her happy. But then you're fine with that. But for you, it doesn't change.
It doesn't make any difference.
Okay, no, but that's
I don't want to leave her. I don't want to be with anyone else.
Yes.
I'm very.
Even though that fan in the house, though.
Yeah.
Just tell everybody, explain to everybody.
So I go to bed every single night in a thunderstorm because my girlfriend loves the fan, and it's just
And it's winter as well.
all the time, all the time. There's like a breeze on my face.
At any given
Yeah,
time.
I build pillow forts sometimes and cover my face. Like,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't feel anything. Perfect. Excellent. I sometimes just almost do the semi-suffocate, which is like the pillow.
Put it over your head like that.
And then you,
Okay.
other than that,
Other than that, she's not great.
she's wonderful.
Okay, this was a tough question, but I'm going to ask it. What's up with the long hair?
I really like it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a little bit of it's a part of me that has slowly evolved. Initially, I was really afraid because I had big ears.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. My head's,
They're not as
my
huge.
head's kind of grown into them
Yeah,
now.
but they're not as huge. I saw photos when you were younger, and you did.
And I didn't. And yeah, so it was nice to just grow my hair, and then now I really
But
like
it's
it.
became you. I remember after I'll tell you the theory about maturing into your look.
Yes, finding
Find
your
your look, and then you
when
grow.
you're comfortable with who you are.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got your dream job, which is radio.
Yes.
It took you long to get here. I think we might as well explain the process of how we got to where we are.
When I was a kid, I heard the radio and I was like, oh, flip, that's cool.
Yeah.
I want to be on radio. Then I even made little tapes, which I can't find in my parents' house.
Yeah.
Where I made little radio shows, and I'd do the adverts. You know when you had to click record and play on the song at the same time.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I'd be like, okay, welcome to the show, kind of thing.
And you did it. So that was from young. That was your dream.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be a fireman, a whatever.
Yeah.
This is you heard. But what was? Do you remember the first?
Well, look, I
thing you
wanted
heard?
to be a proteer as well.
But sometimes your dreams, they got it.
Yeah.
Robota's there, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. Yeah.
I didn't quite have the skills.
Yeah.
But, so I wanted to be in radio, and then what was really awesome is my parents said, you know, cool, son. Like, I mean, by the time they had me, I think they were just like, well, whatever. We've made 3 good ones. Let the last one do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
So then, so that was just like a little seed planted in the back of my head. And then in grade 11, I was like, you know what, actually, yeah, I want to do it. Let me go do it.
You go do it.
And then my sister was putting on a play in Grahamstown at the National Arts Festival.
Yeah.
And I went down to Grahamstown for the festival. And I saw the university, and I saw the student radio station, I saw everything.
And you were
and I was like,
it's a sign.
I got to go, yeah.
It's a sign.
At school, I made sure I got just enough points
To make it.
to get in.
Yeah.
And then studied. So and my dad said, look, well, you know, go study something to get you there, in a sense. My dad's very like cautious and practical, and so I was like, cool. If I want to work in radio, I need to be a journalist. And then I went and I studied journalism. And Rhodes is a great journalism course and everything. And yeah, it's got this fancy ass department and everything. And then I went in, and that's what. So I studied journalism. I ended up studying TV journalism, but I worked at the student radio station at the same time.
Now, you got rejected the first time you went in.
I was gutted.
And then the second time they said, come on through.
Yeah. So the first time I applied, they wanted like a CV.
Yeah.
I was like 18. I've never done anything in my life.
Here's my CV. It's a blank piece of paper.
Yeah, so I
Here you go.
made up a CV. I made up,
Okay.
and it was a complete joke. It was like, it started off with a list of people who think I'm cool, and it was like my mom, my grand,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, and I got in the interview, and then I just like crumbled under the pressure, and then I started working at the student radio station, and I loved it. It was incredible. Even if there were like no people listening, whenever it was from
Being on air was that was it.
yeah, it was awesome. And then like I produced shows on the student radio station, and I was then on air, and then throughout varsity I kept on going at it and working at it. And the radio course wasn't very so in my degree it wasn't very different to like I was doing more stuff being on the radio in a sense.
Okay.
So I decided to do TV instead.
Yeah.
And the TV course was flipping cool. Like you do like 6 months making a documentary. So then, and what was awesome is, so I got the breakfast show at university in my final year, and like I'd done it a couple times in between with like different people and stuff. But then it was like my breakfast show. It wasn't I was being someone else's sidekick. and I could do the 2 hours of breakfast and then go straight to lectures afterwards. So it was like 7 to 9, treat yourself, and then go to lectures from 9.
Yeah.
And then that was awesome. And then I was really lucky. There were Prime Media had like talent scouts who came to town.
Yeah.
And they went to the student radio station. They're like, cool, who are your jocks doing your drive show, doing your breakfast show? And there I had an interview with them, like just met with them, have a chat, whatever. And it went really well. And then, so like they had planted a seed. There was a mate of mine who'd already been hired by Prime Media, and he had worked at the student radio station. So seed was planted, and I got a call to do a promotion job, like on the radio station.
Yeah.
By my current boss, and he was like, not a chance in hell are we hiring this guy. He's horrible. He sounds so boring. He sounds depressed. No, I don't want him. But then they were so desperate at our sister radio station at KFM that they hired me. Yeah. And then I made a good impression when I was there, and they wouldn't, they didn't have a job for me there afterwards. Yeah. So I went and they were like, cool, well, there might be something for you in Joburg. And I was like, well, that's okay. I grew up there.
Yeah.
And I came here and I started working behind the scenes in like a loyalty program. It was really cuck. Yeah. Logging in winners' details and stuff.
Well, listen, it's. I mean, we are now. You look back at it, it was terrible, but you worked your way out.
No. And then at the same time, I was allowed, because I'd studied film. There was a video crew here, and all I had to do was come up with cool video ideas.
Yeah, and they'd let you do it.
Yeah, so we do that with the jocks. We try to sell it to everyone, like Alex and Mark and whoever. And then, and then the radio bug was seriously still biting. And then I pushed Ravi, and my boss, my first boss Lou, was amazing, and she was like, if you want to do it and you want to get into it.
Yeah.
And then I started producing. I became the daytime producer. And I was doing like admin stuff. And then after that, I was doing content stuff. And then Ravi kind of then hired a Nele, and I was working across everything. But what I really wanted to do was work on a Nele show. Yeah. And then I produced a Nele show, and like a Nele's knowledge of radio is just
so huge.
Yeah.
Power.
And just. It's incredible. And Anele is like I can see why she became a mother, because she literally just wants to help people be better and grow. Yeah, and like it's the most.
But she is one of those people that's why her talk show, she's so good at it, but she's also a presence whenever. Yeah.
They were so desperate that one night they needed someone to do midnight. Like
midnight to
4, whatever. And I'd been like, please, give me a chance. And they gave me the chance, and then so I was producing during the day, and then doing weekend radio, and then I did that for a long time, for like 6 or 7 months before Lucky. And pretty much Ravi said like, and I back him for this. He was like, look, maybe don't focus on being a presenter. Maybe go focus on being great behind the scenes. Yeah. And I was like, I understood that, and I was cool with that. And so then I was changing my focus. I was like, cool, I can maybe run a radio station one day rather than be on air. Yeah. And then I met you. Yeah. And then that changed. And then we started doing Sunday nights.
Oh, Sunday nights was the greatest.
And then Lucky was still doing his job in advertising, and I was still being the daytime producer. And then I think I'd moved full-time to the Drive producer. So I was just coming up with ideas for Drive and executing and doing cool things. Well, then we got 10 to 1, and the rest kind of just escalated. We moved from 10 to 1 to 7 to 10. Yeah. And then... Yeah, and then we moved off our day jobs and actually doing just radio, which was cool.
Yeah, that was our dream come true. So you've told me about your dream job. So what would be your nightmare job? If you had to, if you were stuck in a job now, whatever it is, what would you be like, this is not worth it?
I don't know. Really think maybe law.
Oh yeah, because your girlfriend's a lawyer.
Yeah, and it's just they fight all the time. They're just angry and fighting,
and it's just
it's
demoralized.
Like, yeah. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't
you
know.
don't know.
Like I reckon I could probably do most things without wanting to blow my brains out.
Okay. All right, and then I want to know, what is your lame superhero power? Because you know mine is font man.
I can juggle.
You can juggle. It won't save lives, but it will.
Hey, don't cry over there. That card didn't hit you too hard. Look, watch the balls. Watch the oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that
Juggling.
juggling.
When did you learn how to juggle? Where and why did you learn how to juggle?
Oh, to pull chicks, obviously.
Of course, yes, that's the main reason anyone learns to
Yeah.
juggle. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then-
that and magic.
And then I realized that doesn't work.
Okay. What fictional character do you think should run for president and would be great at it?
Of this country.
Yeah, let's say this country.
A great runner of a country. Storm from the X-Men. She could go make a storm down in Cape Town and fix their problems.
And then the one thing I know about you is that you don't like plans. You're like an old person. So tell everyone about that. Why don't you like plans?
They make me anxious. It's like bogging you down,
Yeah.
having something planned. Why not just go with the flow and see what happens?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Then I only got 2 questions left for you. This one is quite, the last one's fun, but the second last one is quite a serious one in the sense of who we are. But I wanted to ask you, what scares you the most about our society?
idiots.
Okay, elaborate.
No, people who don't think. Like, lots of people don't take the time to think about why they're doing something. Think about why.
We're tweeting.
Yeah. Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you get up? Why do you do something? Why would you say something racist? Why would you say something nasty? Why would you actively do that without thinking about something? That people just don't think.
Yeah.
And like, we're all guilty of it. We all sometimes don't think and we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
But there seems to be a culture of just boneheads.
In it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you love reading so much that you got yourself a library card, which is very rare in today's society.
Hey, yo!
Yeah. I wanted to know, what is your favorite book and why?
I read a lot of sci-fi stuff. So like...
Do you like fiction?
Yeah. But I also really like non-fiction. I don't know. I can't really give you a
You can't say
favorite
your
book.
favorite one, but
Yeah.
you do. So you
Yeah,
say,
I like I said, like I like sci-fi. I like biographies.
Yeah.
I like and I like those history books. Those
I read
books which are
Lance
just
Armstrong,
like,
and then I found out he was a druggie.
it's all a lie. It's all about the lies.
And I throw that bike away.
It's all about the blood being put back into your system,
Your system. Okay.
not about the bike.
Okay, cool. Well, Greg, that's all the questions I have for you. Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's great. Thank you.
Cool. I think I got out unscathed.
Yeah, you definitely did.